Hey, what's going on YouTube? It's Nick from Noobkill coming at you with another video today. So guys, if you guys watched the Super Bowl yesterday, if you guys didn't, you guys missed absolute history being made, and it was insane. You guys know me, I'm a big Patriots fan, so you guys can already tell that I'm happy with the outcome, but I'm not gonna lie, that was a crazy nerve-wracking game at the same time. A lot of mixed emotions. But first off, I just want to say good game to, of course, the Atlanta Falcons. Congratulations on their season. Even making it to the Super Bowl is a challenge itself. You guys gave us a run for our money really all the way until the end. Congratulations to Matt Ryan himself for winning the Offensive Player of the Year and the MVP award as well. But in the end, I'm still shocked at the outcome, but it is honestly, as much hate as you guys say about the Patriots, as much as you guys hate Tom Brady, man, what they did last night, what they showed, that man is the GOAT. He is the greatest of all time. I don't care what you guys say, especially now. He has 5 rings. Granted, I know you guys are going to say he lost twice against one team and Eli Manning himself. Now, that's another story, but a storybook ending, man, how that came to be, man. Like, I'll run you through my thought process, man. I was honestly scared about going into this Super Bowl. Like, I know a lot of people it was kind of, I guess, it was favored for the Patriots to win by 3 points, I believe, going into the Super Bowl. But end of the day, like you saw, of course, the Patriots going into the playoffs, we had pretty easy matchups against, of course, Houston. And then the next matchup was against Steelers, but we played pretty well against Steelers, but still not as big matchups as the Falcons played. They played the Seahawks. They pretty much played really well against them. They didn't score that many points, but they still beat them, and then moved on to the next round and beat Green Bay, Green Bay played an amazing game against Cowboys and made them go one and done. And a lot of people were saying, like, yo, that game is gonna be huge, man. And that game, man, Atlanta just went ahead and steamrolled Green Bay, and that's how I was feeling like the first half of that game. Like, I was like, dude, this is insane. They're doing the exact same thing that they did to Green Bay to us. And I was like, man, how is this gonna happen? And of course, you listen to all those, like, before the Super Bowl games with all those stats where it's like the last time the MVP who won the season, I guess, usually does lose the Super Bowl. Dion Lewis, when we have Dion Lewis, we're like 13-0 or something like that. We have like crazy stats. The Patriots were the #1 scoring defense, and then of course the Atlanta Falcons were the #1 scoring offense. And usually this scoring defense always prevails. But the way it was looking, I was like, yo, those stats didn't mean jack, man. They were killing us. At one point, it was 21-0. That was not even the biggest margin. It was just the biggest. It was just like, wow, because at least we had 3 points when we were down 25 points, right? But like, it was like, yo, we started off, both teams couldn't get anything to go on their first drive. Our second drive, I don't think we got anything. I don't think they got anything on the second drive. And then it finally looked like we were pushing. We were making our way up the field, and then the whole momentum shift right when Blunt fumbled that ball, and that was an amazing strip tackle from Deion Jones, man. That was a beautiful play by them, but the whole momentum shifted right there, and I was just like, no, we were in field goal range, I believe. We were in the range to at least get a point on the board. And then next thing you know, they took that turnover and scored on as well. And their first run, it was a first run play to Devontae Freeman. This man ran for like a good 40-50 yards, man. I was like, oh, come on. If they can't be running the whole game, if they do that, we're going to lose dramatically, in dramatic fashion. And every catch, every pass they did, they were playing amazing. Matt Ryan had like a 153, I guess, rating or something like that. I think that's 150. I don't know if it was. I'm not 100% on that number, but his passer rating was off the charts, 7 for 8, 100 something yards, and it was insane in the first half. And I was just like, yo, this is insane. And then they went ahead and scored on us off the fumble. We couldn't do anything on offense, and we couldn't stop them on offense or defense as well. And Julio Jones was just making unbelievable catches. One, Matt Ryan threw the ball in the middle of the field to him, and who is it? Logan Ryan had his hand on the balls too, but Julio Jones was like, nah, man, and he just beasted and feasted on our defense, man. And he got those, he got that catch, huge play there, and he also did that like Michael Jackson smooth criminal where he like tippy-toed and caught it and made a huge first down play. And then next thing you know, they're up 14-0, and I was like, this is insane. 14-0, and then of course the announcer's like, no one's ever overcome a 10-point deficit lead and overcome that and came back and won the game. So I'm like, dude, this is terrible, man. This is absolutely terrible. And then next thing you know, we're making our way up the field again. And then next thing you know, Brady throws his first pick six in the Super Bowl, and then it becomes 21-0. And I was just heartbroken. If you guys follow me on Twitter, you guys know I didn't give up, but I was feeling like I was gonna cry, man. I was like dying. I was like, this is my mood. I had a guy like dead on the ground, but I was like, this is heartbreaking. And then of course we made another drive right before the half ended, and we almost could have gotten the field goal, but we got penalized. Of course, I think it was Bennett had a holding, and then Brady got like sacked 3 times in a row by the same guy, and I was just like, dude, and we had to go for 3, and I'm like, yo, at least we got some points on the board. And then going into the second half, they start off, boom, scored 28-3, and I'm just like, this one's hurting. This one's really hurting a lot. And now I'm just like, this is unbelievable. And then finally, we get a touchdown. It was like kind of like, you know, like, yo, here's a touchdown at least. But to make matters even worse, Gostkowski, a man that is an amazing kicker, misses the extra point. It becomes 9-28. And I'm like, damn, how did he miss that? And then we stopped him on defense. Defense started to play in the second half, which I was really happy about. And then we got another field goal, and then we stopped them again, and then we got a touchdown, and then we had to go for the extra point. And of course, that was a beautiful play call where they had to fake snapped it or whatever. They snapped it, but instead of Brady catching it, I think it was Dion Lewis who caught it. I don't know if it was Dion Lewis or it was White. I don't know, either one of those two guys. They caught it, ran it in, we got the 2 points, and I'm like, yo, this is insane. We are still down by 8 points. Nonetheless, it's still down by 8 points, and I was thinking back to last season when we played against the Broncos in the AFC Champions match, and who missed the extra point? Gostkowski missed his extra point, and we ended up losing. That extra point really costed us a huge point, and I'm like, please, don't happen again if we can make a comeback. But I'm still like, yo, we still have to make a huge stop. And before they got that touchdown, I forgot to mention, like, yo, Dante Hightower, I saw him blitz off the edge, and I'm like, here he comes, he's gonna sack him, but I did not expect a fumble, and they fumbled, and I was like, damn, this is amazing. And then next thing you know, we stopped them again, or they were in their end zone, and we were trying to blitz them and get a safety, but Freeman came out of a wheel route or something like that, and he was absolutely open, and I was like, So they picked up a huge amount of yards. Then the next play, they just threw it up to Julio Jones or something. I don't know if it was the next play, but the next big play they had was up to Julio Jones, and I thought he didn't have it. I thought he only had 1 foot in bounds. Instant replay, man did his tippy-toe cheese again, and I was just like, this man is insane. This is going to be the deciding factor. I knew that, and I was like, this is insane. I can't believe we're going to lose here, but our defense came up again. We got a huge sack. Then, of course, the next play, they got a holding call on, Chris Long was getting, like, choked. He was getting in a sleeper hold, pulled back another 10 yards, and then, of course, we sacked Matt Ryan again, and we took them out of field goal range. That was huge, guys. That was absolutely huge, because if they got those 3 points, we would have been dead out of the water 100%. And, of course, next thing you know, they go ahead and kick it back to us or punt it to us. Brady does what he does best, 2-minute drill. We march up the field. We get the touchdown, and I'm like, yo, we got it. But here is the moment of truth. Like I said, the extra point cost us hugely. Now let's try to get this 2-point conversion. Now that they did an amazing play with Amendola, and he catches it. There was flags, but when I was with my family, they were like, no, flags, and I'm like, nah, that's not for us. I saw the man jump offsides on defense, and I'm like, we got this, and I'm the only one cheering. They're all like scared, and then finally the guy, the ref comes out. He's like, it's ruling on the field, blah blah blah, or all that crazy stuff as well. And I was just like, yo, that is insane. But before that touchdown, again, I'm all over the place. I'm just trying to remember, like, this night, it was crazy. I barely had any sleep last night. I don't even know how I made it through school. But that catch that Edelman did, between the legs, ankle catch, whatever you want to call it, with 3 guys on him, that play was insane. That could have been intercepted, but of course, we've always been on the other side of those crazy catches. Of course, the helmet catch against the Giants, where the man had it, kept it against his helmet, and kept control, and then we lost that game. And then 2 years ago, we didn't lose the game, but of course, the cursed catch, man, where Curse was like bobbling it, and Butler could have Logan Ryan actually could have kicked it out, and then Butler lost it on the come down, and then Curse just juggled it, and there was a catch. And this time around we got lucky and we actually got one of those crazy catches. And Edelman, that control, he had it, he let go of it a little bit and then caught it back and then got control. And I'm like, dude, that was a lucky play right there. Another lucky play was when Brady was throwing it and his hand got slapped and it was like kind of wobbling in the air, and then Bennett just grabs it and then gets the first down. That was huge. That could have been an interception right there and ended the game, but that was insane. And then we got it to 2, and then our defense held it down again, and then they tried to do that like crazy like handoff pass, whatever they did, and then Deion Lewis got injured. I'm like, no. I thought he was joking and tried to do like a Marshawn Lynch dive like Freeman did, and then after he was lying on the ground, I'm like, no, why did you do that? And then after I watched replay, and his ankle just got like, oh, that was bad. So I was like, dang. And then we won the coin toss, guys, and the rest is history. We drove it down. That was insane, and I just could not believe it, guys. That was, I don't care if you guys hate the Patriots, you hate Tom Brady, you have to admit that was the greatest comeback of all time so far. I don't know if that, maybe, of course, history is always meant to be broken, but as of right now, coming back from 25, having the Falcons have a probability chance of winning at a 98.6% or 99.6% chance of winning. That's what Google was saying. And coming back and driving it down, Brady doing Brady. And of course, if you watch all the post-game interviews, they were asking Martellus Bennett, and they were asking like, yo, what happened in the locker room? And he was just like, yo, we just made adjustments. There was no guys flipping out, throwing their helmets, coaches screaming. They just knew what they did wrong, and they just went ahead and played the game, and they kept doing it. But hands down, you got to give props to the Atlanta Falcons because they played amazing as well. The offense was clicking. Matt Ryan was just throwing darts, man. He was just throwing darts. Amazing plays by them. The run game was there for them, and defense had it. The defense, the young defensive team that they were running so fast. Like, usually Patriots are the guys not to throw the big deep plays, and we just throw it to Edelman and pick up those yards little by little, but we chip away. But they were just so fast, we couldn't even chip away, man. It was insane. But end of the day, guys, I'm just so happy that the Patriots came up on top, and it was an unbelievable game. I can't believe it. I'm still so shocked, but I don't care, guys. Like I said, if you guys hate the Patriots, if you guys hate Tom Brady, but it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, that was an amazing football game. If you guys don't enjoy that game, you guys, I'm gonna honestly say it, you guys don't enjoy football, because that was unbelievable, and I'm just at a loss for words. But I just wanted to tell you guys my thoughts. I'm just on another high right now. So happy that we won. I'm going to probably take a nap later on today, guys. I will get you guys some gameplay with, of course, a 99 overall Michael Vick. Now, he's in the Falcons jersey, so kind of coincidence. But yeah, guys, we will be getting some gameplay with that, so stay tuned for that. But just want to give you guys my thoughts. I'm just so happy that the Patriots did pull out and win this. I can't believe it, guys. Tell me what, guys, your thoughts. I know a lot of people are going to be like, F the Patriots, all that stuff. But end of the day, it's over with. It's done. There are the champions for Super Bowl 51, and I can't wait to see next season. A little saddened that, of course, football season is over, but we're going to have an awesome offseason in Madden Mobile, of course, guys. Content is just going to be insane. I can already feel it's going to be lit. And, of course, the NFL honor players are in the game right now. You guys can pull Larry Fitzgerald and Eli Manning. But, yeah, guys, really want to say thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys soon, all right? Peace!
What's up?